a lot of other people that have gotten confused by this as well. Select the expedition without boss. Always target the map with the lowest influence. At some point, leave the expedition before dying via portal. If you die, you get no influence. The problem with influence is how random it feels, but the best tip I saw was to run the bossless mode and get each world to influence 10. Hang on a second. How do I see their current influence? Graveyard Prison, Mage Academy, Gardens, Royal Wing. Is it displayed on the screen somewhere? Press P shows influence. Is this it? Champion of Adriard, explore the realm. It doesn't even say the word influence here anywhere. You can't even see what these are. Like, I'm mousing over, like, it doesn't even say, what is this? There's a candle. What is candle? My lowest influence is placed with candle. Wiki search time? Okay, it's this. Royal Wing. Oh my god. Okay. That is definitely the most frustrating thing in this game is that system. It's like no information, no tooltips, just like GL have fun. And is it just based on kills or based on breaches closed or based on bosses slain? Catalyst of Detonation. Whenever you cast a projectile skill with your primary or secondary, you have a chance to create an explosion, doing big damage to enemies within a 3-yard radius. Chance is equal to your chance to pierce. Projectiles will no longer pierce. Still 6. Is there a way to see like an XP bar for it somewhere? You have to return home to gain the influence. Okay. Head home. Let's see. That was just like 2 floors. Influence rank 7. Okay, so now we're at 49. Alright, let's do 1 more floor of the Royal Wing. Oh my gosh. Alright. Stab until happy. Happy, 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 happy. She's happy. There we go. Yeah, if I do a review for this game, I would say it would be a positive review, right? I've had fun playing this. I wouldn't have done it this much if I hadn't. However, I would say that it feels like the story just ends like 8 or 9 hours in, and then it just becomes like endgame grinding, like a Diablo or Path of Exile after that. And you know, because some people will like that, and some people won't. But at this point, it does feel like just make number go up. Make influence number go up. Make your stat number go up. Go to forge, make highest level beaten number go up. It's a whole lot of make number go up. And poorly worded ultimate. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I would make a note in the video, like, if you get to a thing called influence, you don't know what it is, you're not alone. They don't explain that very well. Feel free to Google that. Don't feel bad. Alright, I'm gonna do 1 more floor, and then I'm pretty certain we'll be good. Oh wow, I just lost half my health. Hello. Got a weapon. Bow of the Unkillable Berserker. While below 30% max life, incoming damage cannot exceed 5% of your max life. While below 30% max life, you gain plus armor multiplier and plus LE resistance multiplier. This multiplier is equal to your percent of missing life. Whenever you deal damage to an enemy, you have a chance to deal additional damage. Additional damage is equal to your missing life and increased by 2%. So this bow is all about stay low health, and you're hard to kill and do big damage. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. We finished this. We finally finished this. Reward for completing. Orange doohickey. Where's my doohickey? Let's get back to it, shall we? No! Where's my doohickey? Where is it? It's not in that screen. It's not in that screen. It's not in my bag. It's not here. Where's my doohickey? Hit K. Okay. What? What do you mean? I don't see anything new here. They lied to me. There was no reward. Find Reaper runes. Okay, so... so I need to do the Forge 9 more times. That's just get level up. Defeat the Keeper at floor 50. So the main thing with that is, that doesn't really take terribly, like a super long time. The main thing with the temple is to do the temple, you need purple stuff. So you do the temple, get really far, and then you gotta go back and do battlefield to get purple stuff. And do temple some more, and then go get purple stuff. And then do temple some more, and keep doing that till you get to floor 50. Defeat Adam Nostras. Adam! Do you have my doohickey? I see you've completed your first trials. And even if you haven't brought me a new quality garment, here's a new ancestral stone. The new series of trials that await you are more challenging, but you should be fine. My doohickey! Alright. Haven't you checked out the new trials that await you? One of the trials is a battle against my illustrious self. It's the best way for me to test your skills. I might look all withered, but beware. I still have some fight left in me. Besides, you've been equipping me with the best artifacts for some time now. When you want to try your luck, go through this portal. Such courage, but you can't beat a man with 2 hats! Go for it. My hips are still strong, I think. Why don't I have the little room of safety or whatever? Hang on. Give me a sec, Adam. I gotta get happy. Okay, I'm happy. Alright, now the battle begins. I do see your health is not dropping very fast, sir. That is interesting, to be sure. So can I avoid your attacks until I can stack my infinitely stacking damage high enough to kill you? That is the question. Good God, I almost died. Nope. I think my toe touched that puddle. Hey, my Slormancer. Wait. I can get more XP while I'm down? The turrets are wearing off. Meh. Guys, look at me! I'm so curvy!
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Alright.
Watch how I soar.
What? He pulled out a new trick. Okay, okay. Real quick, they make a point on all the other levels that when you spawn in, you're in a little safe pocket so that you can buff up before you get attacked. They don't do it here. That's some serious bullcrap. So it's like, you spawn in, and I need like 5 to 10 seconds to get my buffs up so my build works, but he's already attacking. Ah, the puddle! Just one shot kills me. His hit point bar moved, chat. He can bleed. He can die. I don't even know what hit me there. I don't even know what hit me there. All right, hold on. What were the other things right now? The temple floor, Adam, level up, 9 more forge runs. I'm still trying to buff. I didn't even see... Okay, we need like a cause of death window or something. I don't even know what he did. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember... gosh, what was the game with Bale, the dragon? That guy was like, Bale! And he was like screaming at... Was that Elden Ring? Or was that something else? I don't recall which game that was. But he did this same freaking crap. Here's the Elden Ring DLC. Yeah, and it was absolute crap because it would attack you the moment you zoned in before you could get your buffs and all up. Now, granted, he is very strong. He's way higher level than me. He's one-shotting me, right? But the fact that like he kills me while I'm still trying to buff up, and every other zone in this game has that little safety thing where you can get prepared, but then they don't do it here. That is something. I'm surprised that didn't... and then the beam spawned on top of me. Is it Bale the Elder? No, I'm talking about, like, you know, Bale the dragon. Curse you, Bale! The dragon, like, the moment you walked in the door, he was, like, mid-charge, and he, like, slams you into the wall after, like, a second. I don't know what hit me. I almost had his Necromancer dead that was summoning all the stuff. I don't know what hit me. Okay. Alright. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. At this point, it's just... do the forge that I spent 90 minutes in earlier. Now, granted, if you're just going until you get a rune, you're not in there 90 minutes. You're in there like 10 to 30 minutes. But I gotta do that 9 more times. And I gotta do 33 more floors of the temple. Both the forge and the floors require more purple stuff, which means doing countless more battlefields. Make number go up, and then beat Nostris. Which... mechanically, he's not that bad, but right now, if anything touches me, I die instantly. And some of it, I'm not even seeing what's hitting me. So, I think I am good, chat. I think I'm good. This is a fun game. It is enjoyable, but I think I am done with the grind. I don't wish to keep going. Alright, so, with that, let's do a little recap here. So, we have a tradition on the channel. Anytime we set down a game, and I feel like I'm done with it, I basically do like a little review of the game and, you know, just kind of talk about my thoughts on it and how it felt. So, first of all, it is really freaking loud. Let's do that. All right, so first of all, the Slormancer. Slormancer was a game that was not on my radar at all. Noxie gifted me a copy of it and was like, hey, I really enjoyed this game. You should try it out. And so I was like, okay, I'll put it on my list. And a few other people were like, oh my god, yes, it's such a great game. So I was like, okay. So I tried it out. I started off as the mage, and we played that in the early area, and it was all right. And then I tried the warrior, and then I tried the, what is she called? The huntress, I think. Hate her class mechanic with the delighted slash tormented thing. Like, really, you're tormented because you use different skills. Like, that's something. Okay. The skills themselves, though, the reason I stayed on the Huntress, I really actually loved the, when I read the tooltip for Wandering Arrow, I was like, oh, they're like little pets. That sounds fun. So I stayed because of that, but then I ended up getting carried by this turret thing. The turret thing was really strong. But there are 3 classes. Each of the 3 have 3 specializations, so I think there's like 9 ways to kind of play as far as that. But then the weapons drastically change your play styles. Like each of these bows drastically changes how you play. So that's kind of cool, with the exception of like the one I'm using is just big number. It's the one with just the biggest damage. But any of the others like can drastically change your playstyle. So there's a lot of different things here. Kind of like when you find a unique item in Diablo that can just, it's like, oh, now your summoned spider summons God. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well that just drastically changes how I play. All right, you know, stuff like that. The different ways of leveling your character were pretty cool. I will say this screen, 90% of the time, it felt like it was better to just pour all your points into one thing. With small exceptions. Like when I needed mana regen, I put 5 points in that for more mana regen. But it feels like it's infinitely better to go all the way down one line than actually mix and match and stuff like that. But there is, I mean, just if you just look at all the text on these, there is a lot of stat bonuses for this stuff. There's a lot of stat bonuses. Muck is playing another ranger. Yeah, I was carrying a bow and I was never using it. What else? The items had a lot of different stats. Some of them were kind of confusing. For example, there was like thorns is like I get hit, you take damage, and riposte was I get hit, and you take damage. And I most of like my little questions I had to ask chat on, like inner fire chance. Okay, what is inner fire? You know, there's a lot of information here, like on this screen. But there was also a lot of stuff that I had to, you know, like go to the codex or go to the wiki to try to find. So I would say this game has a pretty good... It's pretty good at giving you information you need and like having things be, you know, look upable. But at the same time, the tooltips could definitely be better. Like just a minute ago, I got this and it was checked off and I'm like, where is it? And I was looking all over for it. Turns out I had to go talk to Big Hat. Doesn't say anywhere in here I need to go talk to Big Hat, but apparently I needed to go talk to him to get that, and that led to some confusion. Influence. No, it doesn't say what influence is. Apparently I have to get influence. Apparently I get influence from doing these. These aren't labeled 12 out of 100. What does that mean? What is this representing? It doesn't say anything. But if I'm like, okay, it's a picture with a little candle, and if I go back to this thing, no, sorry, if I go back to this guy, and then I say I want to do a battlefield, and I say this, then I mouse over candle. Candle is the royal wing. Okay, so I gotta go to the royal wing to make this number go up. And it doesn't say it, but that's influence. So it's like, just this section here was exceptionally terrible at delivering information compared to most of the others. I will say one thing that I've noticed, the Slorm Reapers is like, let's say there's one you got your eye on. You're like, oh man, my favorite playstyle is the Berserker bow. There's no guarantee you're gonna get that anytime soon. I have found 20 out of 120 bows, and if there was one I had my eye on, I've been playing for 14 hours, and I still haven't gotten it yet. You know, I'm not sure. Does this guy have a way of like unlocking ones that I haven't? Let's see. Forge Slorm Reapers. Navigate through your Storm Reaper collection to select a Slorm Reaper you would like to forge. Okay, so you can forge some here. It says navigate through your collection So hold on a sec. Let me check. 'Cause I've never looked at this. How? I can't click on ones I don't own. So I don't. Okay. So again, I don't understand what the point of this is. So the way this sounds is it sounds like I could forge one I don't own. It can only be forged if it cannot be purchased otherwise, if it is not an evolution, and only if you already found it with at least one other character. Okay, so what? I don't. When I'm playing my ranger, I never find swords. When I'm playing my mage, I never find bows. So there's no like what is the point of this? Like if I had two rangers, like how? I definitely don't get the point of that one. Let's see. Let's go to here. Let's see. Let's go to mage staff. I guess I never found any for any of the others. The one at the bottom, yeah, I don't know. It's for your second and third characters. Okay, so I guess it's like for if you're playing alts or something. All right, so yeah, so then okay, so I guess I'm back to my original thing, which is like if there is like if for some reason you look up online, you're like, oh my god, this is my dream. I want to play that bow. God knows how long it's going to take you to get it. And very similar to Diablo, if there's a build that requires a certain unique item, there's not really a way to get it in a timely fashion. So I think that is a small con. But on the flip side, there is countless different ways of playing your characters in this game, and I think that's really cool. I think that is really neat for sure. I will also say the game runs very well. The fact that after an hour and a half in the Forge, I had like, what was it, like 800 or 900 turrets down, and the game was still running, I was impressed by that. That was really good. Also, stream was still running fine. The like when we played anytime we played Vampire Survivors, like all the little pixels like confettiing all over the screen, the stream lags really bad. So it was very impressive. I think that was really good. The story. The story is one of those that it's meant to be kind of stupid and just make you smile, and they nail it. Yeah, like they're like, oh yeah, we harvest Slorm. The enemies give up Slorm, and we've got Slormancers and Slorm artificers and Slorm scientists. This is our hero. Oh god, someone poisoned his protein shake. He's dead. Yeah, it was just silly nonsense. But it did make me smile, and it did kind of distract from make number go up, and I was kind of sad that the story just kind of ended at like 8 hours in. The story just like 8 hours in it ends, and then it's like here's 30 hours of grinding, and then you can see the ending of the story. So I guess I'm not gonna see the ending of the story. But yeah, the story was kind of fun while it lasted. I was kind of sad when it ran out, and then we've got all of this now. This needs a spoiler tag, like a blur over it. It was really a bummer to see this like 5 hours ago, because like it just completely spoils. Like this would have been such a nice surprise if they had not, you know, just completely ruined that. What else? I will say the having Slorm in the name of everything is all right. Like, if I'm gonna nitpick here, having the what was the name of the other stuff? Where's the other tab? Having Slormite chunks and Slormite inferiors and flawless Slormites and modest Slormites and what was the other? Slormalines and Slormaline fragments and negation Slormalines and potential Slormalines and Slormandrites. Like, it's just Slorm. It's like take a shot when they take Slorm. It was the names of all of these things are so close together that I just tuned it out. It was just the picture, right? I would just go to the guy and be like, hey, I want to upgrade this item, and just take whatever you need from my inventory to make it happen. And I don't even know what I'm spending. So I definitely, if it were me, I would definitely not have everything have, you know, Slorm in the name, but I get that was kind of the vibe that they were going for. It was a very short story. You're only 13 hours in with this character and have been over for some time ago already. Yeah, I think we finished the story bit, like we stopped getting story around 7 or 8 hours in. Because I remember checking on Steam when it got like really grindy. The problem with this game is having a lot of mobs having at least 3 debuffs. The game can't handle it and acts like if you have high ping. I haven't noticed that. I haven't noticed that. I do know that when I had the 800, someone said 820 turrets, it was still running. It was definitely starting to get a little laggy, but it was running much better than I expected it to at that point in time. You should see if you can look up the ending. I don't know that it's going to be anything crazy, but let's see. Slormancer ending. Let's see what comes up. Let's see. Here's a bug where someone said I killed the Slormancer and nothing happened. Let's see. Slormancer's Enki progression. What to do after the campaign. How to farm in game. Finishing Slormancer playthrough marksman. Everything you really need to know. Okay, hold on. So this is someone else's recorded playthrough. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is just a 7-hour video. Awesome. What? It's not even loading. Streamed 1 year ago. It looks like... Okay, so now he's playing Corpunk. Hold on, where's Slormancer? Where's Slormancer? Oh, he's playing the Ranger too. Okay, level 34. Wait, what? Level 30? What do you mean level... How do you mean finishing the playthrough? You're level 34. Palstrang, Oh My God's first Warlord. Wait, no, we fought Palstrang. This is way earlier. You did not finish... This is not the end of the campaign. That's Palstrang. We fought him like 6 hours ago. That's something else. That is a poorly named video. Level 100 mage endgame farming, brand new RPG mage. Okay. I don't know if anyone's... I don't know if anyone's ever actually finished the story. I'm not seeing any YouTube videos with the ending of the story. Oh well, it's fine. It's probably just you kill the bad guy and then, I don't know. I have no idea what would happen after that. Alright. Yeah, again, I did have fun. I did enjoy this. Kind of, you know, it reminds me a little bit of many other games I've played. In terms of the end game grind, it was kind of like Path of Exile or Diablo. This skill tree... oh, one more small thing. I would like when I mouse over the things for it to show me what they do. As it is now, I have to click on each thing and it loads over here on the right. I would love to have the tooltip just display when I mouse over things and not have to click on every single thing to read them. That's a minor thing, but I would like to see that as well. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to put this one down for now. This was very enjoyable, but I just don't have it in me to just make number go up for all this other stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I did have fun with this one, and we're off to the next one.